Hi, I'm Matt, and this is the introduction to my YouTube channel. The reason I'm putting together a YouTube channel is my wife works on tree diseases, and I'm an engineer, and her and her buddies are constantly asking me how to do various computer and technical tasks. So instead of talking to everybody every time somebody's got a question, I decided to put together a collection of stuff, and we're going to treat this as me sitting down next to you, walking you through something, and recording it instead of trying to talk to everybody that she knows. The other nice thing is it's also available at 2 in the morning when I'm not and you're trying to get something done. So in real life, I'm an engineer. I write a lot of code. I work with a lot of instrumentation. I do a lot of general purpose computer stuff. That's what I do. So these videos, I'm not doing any meaningful edits. Whatever I put up is pretty much the same thing that I recorded first run through, because I don't have the goal of becoming a YouTube sensation or star and getting out there with the whole world knowing who I am. So occasionally weird stuff like that is going to pop up, and I just don't care. My website is gasco.us/r. Everything here that we're going to work with, all the templates and any material that I'm going to have, is available for public download. So what I suggest you do is anytime I'm going through a set of videos, or you're going through a set of videos that I've made, go see if there's samples to download. Everything's going to be done by an index number. Like for example, this video is got a 000 in front of it. Go see if there's something for 000. For this one there isn't, but like if I've got videos named 020, there'll be some files labeled 020 up on my website. Go get them, follow along, and it'll make things go a little bit better. Also, I want you to hit pause on my videos fairly often. Go play with the code that I've given you. See if you can get the same things that I'm getting. Just because it's working for me doesn't mean it's going to easily work for you. It'll be better if you have the stuff and you can try it, you can play with it, and you can learn from it as well. So everything's at gasco.us/r, and we're going to carry on. So the target audience of these videos, like I said, is my wife's buddies, who are all from what I call the squishy sciences, where when they want to kill someone, they spray something in the air and turn their victim into a big squishy pile of goo. Where I come from the hard sciences, where we find something hard, like said titanium bar of death that I happen to be holding, and beat our victims to a bloody pulp. Okay, yeah, you're going to have to put up with my sense of humor for the whole set of videos. The first set of videos is working off of a data set which has piles of cyborgs in it, and that's going to kind of continue. One of the tools that I want you to get now is a tool called KDiff3. It's an open source tool available from this website, KDiff3, available at kdiff3.sourceforge.net. I highly recommend you go here directly. It's also linked on my webpage. Here's my webpage. Here's the link to it. The reason that I recommend, here's the content for the next set of videos. The reason that I recommend going and getting this directly is that if you search for KDiff3 download, what you're going to end up with is you're going to get a download from a pile of different sources who are generally going to be putting some kind of wrapper around it in the installer with like ask.com toolbars trying to monetize it. Nobody wants that stuff. Go here. You're going to get a good, clean download. No hassles. So just a quick view of my website again. KDiff3 link, and the first set of videos with the 020 headers on them. I do everything by number. When you're watching stuff, the numbers are more or less the numbers that I created the videos in, sort of. They really don't have a whole heck of a lot of bearing on anything else. I'm putting all my content together in playlists, such as this playlist. Watch the whole playlist. You can skip the introduction because I'm going to shove this on this video we're watching now. You can skip that if you've seen it once because I'm going to shove it on the beginning of every video, or every playlist. But watch the whole thing because I do go in order with them. And as you can see, some of them do get to be a decent bit long. But what I'm doing is I'm going through these templates line by line. The templates I'm usually creating for you are a template on how to do a certain task, where it's a template of this is how we prep data to run an ANOVA, or this is how we prep data for plotting. And then we go through automating it. Much of the things we're going to do is, instead of manually trying to write up a single R program where we have to keep changing things every time we run it, we're going to just run the whole program at once, and it's going to give us all the plotting results we could possibly want. It's going to run our ANOVAs. It's going to do our Tukey's tests. Everything we need is going to be bundled up in a single shot. I go through reasons why to do that in this next set of videos, but we're doing more complex things. We're not doing just simple run one line at a time, and it takes more time to learn how to do it this way, but in the end it ends up saving you a lot of time, because instead of doing things where we have to keep telling R what our test variables were, we just ask it. Those answers are in the data files that you're giving it to begin with. So since we already have the answers, we'll just ask R. I'm going to show you how to do that kind of stuff. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is this KDiff3 tool that I was talking about, which hopefully you have downloaded and installed by now. If not, hit pause, click the link, download, and go install it. Going to look at my stash of training videos. So I've got two files here, O5A and O5B. They're going to be for a future video. I'm going to control click on both of them, and then right click and say KDiff3. Oops, that's moved off the screen. I'm going to control click on both of them, right click, KDiff3, and compare. And what this is going to do is this is going to show me the differences between everything in these two files. So in this case, O5A on the right hand side was the original, O5B was on the left hand side was the final version. Just to make life a little bit easier, I'm going to swap those around. KDiff's open. I'm going to drag and drop. Tells me they're equal because they're the same file. Going to drag and drop again. So now so you can drag in files as you're comparing them. And what it does is it highlights every difference between the two files. So like in the original file, I had a comment that was completely and totally useless and made no sense, so I took it out. You can see that it's missing here, but it's highlighted on the left side. This does a character by character analysis. What you also get is in the right hand gutter over here, I've got a little bit of a green symbol here. I've got some red down here. This is telling me where different differences are. So like here, it's telling me that I changed just the character's location to the character's DAT. I didn't change the whole line, I just changed a few in the middle. And it's pretty good at finding these things for us. If we go down to this big blue chunk, the colors do have meaning. It's not really important to learn what the colors mean because it should be obvious when you scroll to them. In this blue chunk, I was doing a demonstration in the video how to copy and paste to do something. So there's a big blank spot here. It ends up on the right hand side. You're going to see me using this program fairly often as I'm going through videos, because in general I'm not scripting or even doing a decent outline for most of these videos. What I'm doing is I wrote code, I put stuff in there that I wanted to show you, and the differences will tell me what I need to say. So the code itself is the outline or script or whatever I'm doing. So I hope you find these helpful, and we'll start off with some new videos soon. Thank you.